Welcome back to Enthador, ladies and gentlemen, and the fortress of Sandpillar, which rises strong and proud despite the events of the previous episode. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dwarf Fortress version 0.43, and the goblins of the mangy spider, led by their three-eyed devil lord, have perceived Sandpillar's weakness and have sent an attack party to hopefully catch us unaware. But they won't, because we are ready for them. However, before we do that, I'd like to have another art showcase, because over the past couple weeks, a lot of our community members have sent me some really good artwork based on this series, so I'm really excited to show it all to you. First, we have a forgotten beast made out of mud, very similar to the one who attacked our fortress earlier on. This piece of art is by Krugsmash, who, if you've been watching the series, you know is also a Dwarf Fortress Let's Player here on YouTube, and also a part-time wanderer of the wilderness. Next, we have a slug forgotten beast. Not one that attacked Sandpillar, but one that perhaps could be lurking in the depths. And that is by Jack McFadden Finlayson. Next, and appropriately with the goblins attacking us, we have a rendition of the Three-Eyed Devil, the leader of the mangy spider, by Airmanon. And last, but not least, an image that we are going to be seeing quite a bit of, actually, in future series, future forts, future episodes, is a wonderful hand-drawn map of Enthador by Jimmy Fender. And I want to take a moment to especially thank Jimmy Fender for his work on this. It is amazing, far better than I could have ever hoped, and I'd like to thank you so much for doing it. And it will now be integrated seamlessly into future videos when we discuss locating future forts and other things that require a map. Although I am still going to also use the map that I created at the beginning, simply because it's a bit less busy. But this map is by far superior for most uses. So I'd like to thank all of those fine viewers for that artwork they submitted. I really appreciate it. It adds so much to the series, and I sincerely hope all of you and more people submit artwork for future forts, future series. And now, let's profile a dwarf. A lot of them are dead, so we might have some trouble finding one alive, but who knows? Let's give her a go. Number 48. 48 is Dragon, and unfortunately, Dragon is dead. That's a shame. Number 105. And the reason I don't profile dead dwarves is not because I don't want to, it's because you can't. Once a dwarf dies, the game doesn't let you look at their information screen the same way they would with a living dwarf. 105. Reinhard. I think Reinhard also died. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, unfortunately, Reinhard is gone. May Armok rest his dwarven soul. 112. Swain Forkbeard, we've already done. Number 65. John Dead, the Dead King, and John Dead, as we saw in the last episode, is also dead. Oh my gosh, number 50. Stegar the Goat, we've already profiled. Number 93, come on now. Soleil. I think Soleil is still with us, actually. Thank goodness. It's not what I want. Soleil, thank goodness. Unassigned. Soleil's currently drinking. Soleil has a nice little room. Soleil, let's see, her younger brother, Gavin, is in the fortress, along with her nieces, Hasun Ironbeard, Zassit, who is one of our mercenaries, or just a visitor perhaps, and Brolock Alemaster. Her nephew, Fredivalda, was in the fort. Unfortunately, Fredivalda has fallen. And she's on friendly terms with a number of people, passing acquaintances with a number of people, but no enemies that I could see. She's thirsty, but otherwise unharmed, unlike most of our fort. I finished up some work, she says. I am very satisfied. She feels satisfied at work. She felt self-pity after being unable to practice a martial art for too long, and also self-pity after a lack of abstract thinking. She felt lonely being away from friends. She doesn't feel anything anymore from seeing creatures die, as she's seen so much death at Sandpillar. Even witnessing the fall of the dragon in Nira Parchvault did nothing to change her mood. But she did feel euphoric due to inebriation, and also interested near a fine door. And she did feel sympathy after giving someone food and water. Sadly, she was shocked at the unexpected death of somebody. She didn't feel anything, though, after seeing Fredivaldi die. She grieved at someone's death, and she felt pleasure after a satisfying acquisition. Let's see, she's 84 years old, and she likes dolomite, black bronze, aquamarine, snail shell, rings, buckets, goats for their eating habits, common snapping turtles for their long necks, the sound of the fragrances of rime, and the sight of the umber velvet. When possible, she prefers to consume dingo and durian wine. She absolutely detests blood gnats. And that is Soleil, and thank you, Soleil, for being alive so that we can profile you. Alright, so the usual's happening here. I'm raising the drawbridges. There goes that one. Now, if you'll remember, our pit down here has no way out. There is a weird little staircase there, but that's just because I couldn't get rid of it. But the one on the top is missing. Oh, and Corvus Corax has begun a mysterious construction. The one on the top is missing, and the one's down here. So there's definitely no way for people to crawl out. And as soon as I get that bridge up, we can poke at them with arrows, or we could send our melee squads in there, which I'll probably be doing a little bit of both. So while we're waiting for the enemies to come here, let me show you some of the changes that have been happening here. I decided that, oh man, Zoran has been found dead. Now, all of the immediate deaths from the attempted usurpation of Sandpillar by a group of dissidents have happened in the previous episode, but this hospital is packed to bursting with wounded dwarves, and our beleaguered healthcare system is doing the absolute best they can. I'm having more soap made, our doctors are working around the clock, but unfortunately they can't save everyone, so a few deaths have been dragging on. As you can see, I've greatly expanded our mausoleum. But what I'm doing here now is, because this little room for dead dwarves is far too small to accommodate the sheer mass of dwarven tragedy that took place in the last episode, I have created a new room here, which is accessible via a covered green glass tunnel from our Hall of Memories into here. And so it's starting to be worked on right now. I'm having all the walls smoothed. I have green glass portals leading into it, and I'm having this material removed. But again, since many of our unassigned are in the hospital, work is proceeding quite slowly. And I'm not going to read them until I have all of them, but all of the dead from this current tragedy are going to be put in this room here. I'm actually quite proud of this green glass tunnel. I'm sure it'll look really good in the 3D visualizers, which we will show at some point. Alright, so our ranged troops are getting there. I don't know what our Duchess is doing, just hanging out by the ballista, which won't work. Okay, here comes some more. Alright, so where are our enemies? And they come. This is a very small group. Nothing to be too worried about. Anybody interesting? Not really. There's a goblin recruit, but mostly they're just regular goblin guys. I sincerely hope that the mangy spider has some elite troops, because I'd like to see them, if not now, then in a future fortress. But we'll have to see. We've got our green glass entrance, and Arlen Glinteyes, unfortunately, has been found dead. Oh, shoot, that's one of our doctors, too. Microchasm. We have glass, green glass in the middle, and then clear glass on the edges. Unfortunately, our dog is always the first to go. We're in the process of building memorials for the dwarves that fell during the event. Alright, so we should be seeing what we normally see. It is the the third day of the 4th month of the Dwarven calendar, which means we are into the summer. So the goblins must be feeling the heat, especially as we are in this black sand desert with all of their armor and materials. Troll skin, I presume, is pretty warm. And here comes, that's the goblin recruit taking the lead. Gotta give him props for that. He is eager. Calum, unfortunately, has just been found dead. So this tragedy has yet to be abated. Many more probably shall die. I added the remainder of the mercenaries on Lonnie Ironborn's squad to our main squad led by Fulgar Goresmash. Fulgar, our Duchess, is not entirely thrilled about having to command mercenaries, but because of all the loss of life, it's the best she can do. So the way this is supposed to work is that they should end up in the pit with no way out. And that appears to be the case. That appears to be successful, although right now there's only one in there. Hopefully more will follow. We're in an interesting situation because we're running out of drink, as you can see here, but we have no meat, fish, or plants. We only have cooked meals. So I think I might have got a little too happy with the cooked meals, and as a result, all of our food that can be made into drinks is no longer available. So we could definitely use some merchants. Hopefully this invasion will not prevent the humans from coming to provide us with sustenance. Otherwise, it's going to be a long summer for these dwarves with nothing to drink. Whoa, whoa, what just happened? Dreadlock Mohawk has been found dead. But that wasn't here, was it? It looked like someone was here. Yeah, a spattering of Dreadlock Mohawk. Why would Dreadlock Mohawk be outside of the fortress? Are we not on emergency schedule here? Yes, I know we are. Yeah, we're on danger schedule. Now, so, where's Dreadlock Mohawk's? A pool? There we go. Dreadlock Mohawk's treaty twinkled. Sorry, man, but that's quite the name. Mutilated corpse. How the heck did you even get out there? I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I'll have to go back and watch the video, but the drawbridge is up. They must have come out this way here. Why would anyone do that? We have a human crossbowman. Was Dreadlock Mohawk in the army? Let's take a look here. Squads. This is kind of wrong here. Okay. No, not really. Why are Caboose and Brent Gingerbear not on board here? There's only 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and we also have our military squad set for, yeah, train 2 minimum for 4, so that's 8 total. Interesting. I have no idea what this guy was doing out here. But now this guy, this crossbowman's getting killed. Turat Ezephus. Was Dreadlock Mohawk carrying anything? No weapons. Huh. I have no idea what on earth Dreadlock Mohawk was doing outside of the fortress. Interesting. So we're still taking plenty of casualties here. Now I'm going to have to remember who died as a result of the siege to put in the other room and who died as a result of the Civil War to put in the other room. So far, I guess it's just Dreadlock Mohawk. Garai. Oh, no, but Garai probably was found dead in the hospital, I presume. Let's see here. Garai. Let's zoom to Garai. No, Garai was just found dead in the tavern. Perhaps due to infection? That's kind of strange. It's not the kind of thing you see every day, certainly. But Corvus Corax has created Sherakoltar, a Paradise Nut Wood Amulet. Wood, huh? Corvus Corax? It's not quite very dwarvenly, but we are indeed the Oaken Flags. Let's take a look at it. This is a Paradise Nut Wood Amulet. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of Paradise Nut Wood, round siltstone cabochons, and octagon-cut pink tourmalines. This object menaces with spikes of beak dog bone, slate, and schorl. On the item is an image of a throne in hazelwood. On the item is an image of 3 brook lampreys in pink tourmaline. Alright. It's cool. Wow, look at all of our books that people have brought, or at least are carrying with them in the fortress. Quite a few. Alright, let's break this siege so that we can send in our melee. Oh my goodness. Send in our melee squads. Although these guys seem content to just hang out. A lot of them, like 6 guys, over the body of our poor friend. Was it Mohawk? Dreadlock Mohawk. Why were you outside of the fortress? I wish I was paying attention there. We only have one of our Marks Dwarves up here. Now, they've been training outside for a while, so I don't know what they're doing. This guy just was content to stand right where he is. Why? Sharky Mouth, why are you doing that? Why are you not engaged in battle? What is your station? No, you should definitely not be stationed there. Oh, whatever. We've fallen on hard times in Sandpillar, so our squads aren't what they used to be. Okay, is that one of ours? What are you doing? That is Asto Giakatersi, human pikeman. No, he's just a visitor. Alright, it looks like the goblins have had enough. So you know what that means, folks. That means we can send in the melee squad to finish off the stragglers. What do we have here down here? Oh, we have a number of them. Excellent. Those squads. Let's go Throth's Terrors and Thorgrim's Auxilia. We're going to move you guys. All of you are going to move here. As soon as they arrive, we'll lower the drawbridge and have at it. And here they come. Didn't take them long. Man, they are eager for some battle. I have to give it to our human Auxilia. During the Civil War, they remained loyal to the state, loyal to Sandpillar, and for that they shall be honored. Let's see. Okay, we want Pit Bottom. So which one is that? I think it's this one right here. Yep. Alright, let's get that opened, and let's make that a priority, please. Alright, here we go. We are so ready for some violence right now. Alright, it's down. Oh, looks like they're already going. BC, kill all of these guys. Leave nothing alive. Select rectangle. Done. Let's go. And that was it. That did not take long at all. We didn't lose anything. Let's see, Kaladin, our great hero. What did Kaladin do, besides retching and vomiting all over the place? Really? The light makes it all the way down to the bottom of our pit? Death. I am not upset by this, says Kaladin. Let's see. The Kaladin bashes the goblin axeman in the left lower arm with his iron mace, fracturing the bone through the troll fur cloak. The Kaladin bashes the goblin bowman in the head with his iron mace, and the injured part explodes into gore. The Kaladin bashes the goblin maceman in the head with his iron mace, bruising the muscle, jamming the skull through the brain, and tearing the brain. So Kaladin has been kicking butt, man. Holy moly. So let's see here. We even have a human lord consort. Zetan Timiskina. Sounds like a Byzantine name. Let's see how he's doing. He got knocked down. I was near to an upright spear spike. I am very pleased. He's admiring our spikes. That's very nice. He bashes the goblin maceman in the right foot with his steel warhammer, jamming the bone through the right ankle and shattering the right ankle bone. Look at this. The Lord Consort bashes the goblin maceman in the head with his steel warhammer, bruising the muscle and fracturing the skull through the naked Moldog leather hood. Good job, Lord Consort. So let's see here. We have an axeman, and that axeman was taken out by Wevericus, jamming the skull through the brain. We had another axeman who was taken out by the human pikeman, mercenary. The spearman was taken out by human swordmaster. The maceman was taken out by Kaladin. The pikeman was taken out by the human spearman. Another pikeman was taken out by the human swordmaster. The bowman was taken out by Kaladin. And the pikeman, or the goblin, or the human, that's our guy, Asto Giskatursi. And was attacked by a... didn't do very well there. That's a shame. Alright, so it appears that the invasion has been thwarted. So our Marksdwarf squad, who really could have been a bit more organized, we're going to let them go. We're also going to remove the alert. And let's going to open up the front gate here. So that we can put a new dog there. Let's assign an animal to the chain. Let's just go down the list here. Stray war dog, female. Or I think it's a male, actually. But now let's go to our war dog kennel and find that one and remove them. Or not, because it appears... Oh, there we go. Stray war dog. No, that's... Alright, I guess I just picked a dog that... Well, we'll see. We'll give it some time. Alright, cool. So, before the end of the episode, how long have we been going here? 24 minutes? Okay, before the end of the episode, I want to take a look at our military dwarves, and I want to organize them by their kills. So, okay, Cabuis is the kill leader of Fulgar's Ferocity with 12. 6 notable kills. So Cabuis has a name. Let's see if we can't find that. Cabuis Vine Lashed, the Tools of Moistness. Okay. The Tools of Moistness, ladies and gentlemen. That's Cabuis. Brent Gingerbear has 10 kills, of which only 3 are notable. Then we have Sharky Mouth with 10 kills, of which 3 are notable. Madian McFinney with 2 kills, 1 notable. Fulgar has 2 unnotable kills, and that's it for that squad. Throth's Terrors, we have Throthgrad himself has 7 kills, of which 4 are notable. Wevericus has also 4 notable kills. Kaladin has 3 notable kills, but that's okay because one of them is a Marsh Titan. Hassoon Ironbeard has 1 kill. Is it notable? Yes, it is. And then our Auxilia are just our mercenaries. Thorgrim does not have any kills. Let's see, do our civilians have any kills? Well, Vamp McVamperson has 233 dwarves and 117 humans. Goodness gracious. But none of them were notable, strangely enough. Alessandro has 3, Grugtar, Bullzome, Hephaestus 2, and you can see the rest. A bunch of people have 2 kills. So our military is... I would expect more kills at this point with the huge size of our invaders, but many of them died to falling or to traps, so we didn't see much there. In fact, Cabuis isn't even a legendary crossbow dwarf. He's only a master. So I think our best dwarves, the ones with the most skill, unfortunately died in the Civil War. We're left without 1 legendary crossbowman. Now Throth's team, though, are all legendary, or at least in discipline. Well, Throthgrad himself is a legendary +5 spear dwarf. Then we have a legendary +3 hammer dwarf in Revaricus, a grandmaster mace dwarf in Kaladin. Kaladin's not even a legend despite slaying a Marsh Titan. Legendary +4 hammer dwarf, Hassoon Ironbeard, and legendary, or actually Grand Master, I should say, Axe Dwarf and Ragnar. And then the only dwarf on the team, or the only citizen of Sandpillar on the team of Thorgrim's Auxilia is Thorgrim, and he is barely an adept mace dwarf. And, ooh, we have a human diplomat. How special. Let's let him in, by all means. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, I'd like to thank you very much for watching this presentation of Sandpillar in the land of Enthador. We have a human caravan, thank goodness, so that we can start buying some drinks and some fruit and food items that we can brew drinks from. I'd like to thank once again everyone who submitted artwork. I love it. Keep doing it. Anyone who submits artwork to me will be shown and showcased in a video. I'd say we have maybe 1 or 2 more episodes of Sandpillar, just so I could showcase our memorial hall, our new memorial hall, and then finally to check out the fort one last time in 3D. And then we're going to move on to our next fort, which I already have completely thought up. I know exactly what the house rules are going to be. I know how it's going to go. And we already have an awesome, amazing, beautiful title card put together by Dwarf Comic. So you're going to love it, guys. Once again, I am Marcus Aurelius. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.